I am so excited because my GelMoment Chromes just arrived. So I already have a polish on my nails, but I purposely didn't do an accent nail because I really wanted to play around with these. So I have 3 that I'm going to test out today. Do a little bit of nail art. What I love about these is that they're extremely forgiving. So especially if you're going to be doing nail art, it's really easy to just wipe it right off, which I'm going to show you. So we'll see which ones I like. Whichever ones I don't, I'm gonna remove, and the ones that I do like, I'm gonna do my whole hand in. Today we are talking GelMoment Chrome Powders. So there's a bunch of different ones that you can choose from. I started with Starlight, Zenith, and Cosmos, so we're gonna give these ones a try today. I also received, which I'm really excited about, the Silicone Mat, which is awesome, and I just put it over top of a placemat that I had. What I love is it has a little spot for each of your different tools that you're going to be using, a little area to mix up the polishes if you're doing your nail art, and I'm going to be using this to kind of plan out what I want to do. So I already have a polish on right now. Typically for the application process, what you would do is just after you've cured your polish, you would put the powder on. I'll show you what that's going to look like, and then put a coat of clearly Frisky on top of it. So because I did this a few days ago, the process is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to kind of learn as we go together. So each of the chrome powders comes in a little package like this. So I'm going to start off with Cosmos today. And it comes with a little applicator brush, or you can also just use your fingers. So again, because I already have a polish that was done a few days ago, I'm going to go ahead and put just 1 coat of the Clearly Frisky on. And again, I'm going to do a very thin layer. And cure it. So now that that has cured, I'm going to use a really small amount. That's a lot. Really small amount. And smooth this into the polish. And I'm just going to remove any excess. And again, this is extremely forgiving, so you just want to have your nail cleansers on hand. And then I'm going to simply just clean up the edges here. Got a little bit on myself, so also clean that up. And that's Cosmos. So now I'm gonna try a little bit of nail art. I'm just gonna use some tape. And my goal is to make a little line on my finger. So I'm gonna just take the tape, make sure that's straight. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is how I do it. And another piece. So you can see I just have one piece on top, one on the bottom. I'm very careful to kind of come into these little crevices here so that we're not creating a gap in between. So now I'm going to apply just a tiny bit of Clearly Frisky over that. Again, a really, really small amount. Just to give the chrome powder something to adhere to. And then I'll cure it. So now that that's cured, I'm going to try the #1 chrome, which is Starlight. And again, a little goes a long way here, so you just want to take a little bit. I'm literally just taking some from the lid. Really want to make sure I get into these little crevices. And I can worry about the cleanup after. Here's where you keep your fingers crossed that you've done everything correctly. And I'm just going to gently remove this. And there we go. So again, I'm just going to use cleansing wipe to clean up the sides here. There's a little bit of tape residue on my nails as well. So I'm just going to lightly clean that off. It's a really fun, really easy way to get that cool accent now. So lastly, I'm going to do a little bit of nail art with Chrome #6 Zenith, which is this really fun gold. So I'm going to do a similar approach to what I did here, but instead I'm going to create almost a French manicure type look with the chrome. So this time I'm just applying a piece of tape on this side of the nail. You want it to be as even as possible. And then I just kind of scrape out these little air bubbles to make sure that I'm getting that clean line. Now I'm going to apply, again, a really thin coat of Clearly Frisky. Again, I only have to do this process because I did my nails a few days ago, but if had I done this all at once, I wouldn't have to worry about that. And cure. That has cured, so now I'm going to take a little bit from the lid. And that is a lot. Again, a little goes a really long way here. I can already tell I'm going to be using this one a lot. What I love about this is it doesn't matter what color you have underneath, that chrome picks up right away. So a lot of people will use just like a plain white or a plain black, but as you can see, the chrome is really evident regardless of the color that's underneath. So once I'm happy with that, I'll add a little bit here. I'll remove my tape. Clean up my edges. And there we go. I wasn't sure what the chromes are going to look like with this color. I think this one clashes a little bit. So what I'm actually going to do is remove that chrome. Just using the cleansing pad. And you can see that just came right off. And back to my regular color. I love the silver, I love the gold. I can't decide. What do you guys think? Should I do my whole manicure like this? Vote and let me know. So while you guys are voting, I'm gonna go back to work. Final step would be to actually apply the Clearly Frisky over top of this to set it and cure it. Put it in your light and you're good to go. So I'm gonna wait to do that to decide which one I'm gonna remove and which one I'm gonna keep and do for the rest of my nails. But that would be the final step. Thanks for watching. See you soon.